Hey, how's it going, you guys? Welcome back to some more 9-9. Last episode, we got to go to the hot springs, so that was pretty good. And I complained about the censorship because it was kind of dumb because they showed that, but then they censored other things that I felt like shouldn't have been censored. But, I digress. We almost had a bath scene. Unfortunately, not. I know some of you guys were looking forward to that, but we didn't. And then just kind of last time, he was talking about. He was saying some cliched things where he kind of confessed, kind of. I'm not sure if that was a confession, but they kind of made it out to be one. And yeah, that's pretty much what happened last episode. I mean, it was pretty good. I know I'm not saying much about it, but it was really good. I liked it a lot. And we're just going to go ahead and continue on here. Like I said, episode 3 has just been full of surprises and good stuff, so I'm curious to see where they're going. The weekend ends and it's Monday again. Yoichi hasn't made any moves for now. At least not that we're aware of. There haven't been any new cases of people being petrified in the news anyways. Oh, last episode we also figured out about Satsuki and I guess her other side of her being Iris. I mean, that's kind of big. I should probably mention that. At least there haven't been any new cases. 2 days of rest did wonders for my injuries, but I still feel tense. Golden Week starts tomorrow. All my classmates are excited about the upcoming holiday, but all I can think about is our upcoming confrontation. I remember Golden Week before was them recruiting members. I wonder if that's still going to be the case. But they didn't get anybody last time, so... It's time for homeroom, our last period. School was relatively uneventful today. As expected, Yoichi didn't come to school. Well, that'd be kind of awkward if he was just like, oh, hey, you meet any girls lately? It's like, no? What do you mean? You're a killer. Why are you here? According to Kusuka-senpai, Takabine didn't come either. Crazy. Both of them have obviously gone into hiding. Moreover...
あと、なんだっけ。ああ、そうだ。構成員は行動に集合だそうです。あとは。
She's like the most disorganized teacher. She's like, oh yeah, what was I supposed to be saying again? Something about class representatives? Miss Narasa is the same as always, lazily delivering today's announcements. And that's why I like her. That's why she's best teacher. She doesn't seem any different as far as I can tell. Does she really not remember that night? If so, how do we get in touch with Iris again? I guess I'll try talking to Miss Narase after homeroom's over and see if I can't learn anything. If she remembers everything, sweet. If not, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Worst case scenario, we just wait for Iris to contact us again.
はい、連絡事項は以上。起立例は省略。気をつけて帰ってね。
She always skips this. What's going on? So I had a theory. I was thinking about whether I thought Iris and Sophie, like who's in the right, who's in the wrong. I was wondering, is Sophie like essentially playing both sides of the field? So we know that she can look at other branches, right? And like maybe she's like connecting with Yoichi to learn more information that we haven't gathered in the other branches. Maybe that would explain why she's kind of seemingly siding with him too. That could be a theory, right? Because I don't know. Is Iris good? Maybe Iris was like totally misportrayed in the whole Legends. Maybe she's actually like a bad guy. Because I'm like, you have the evil eye. I feel like that makes you bad. Like, why would you have such a evil thing? So if we went down that route, it's possible that Iris is bad. That Sophie's been essentially with us the whole time, but like her actions seem like they're a little contradictory to our goals. I have no idea. It could be either. Sophie could just be bad. Sophie could just be bad, and Iris is finally coming around because Sophie's trying to put in these big plans, and Iris has been like trying to track her, but maybe doesn't have like the same way to go through different branches that she does. So maybe she's like having a hard time doing that. Who knows? We're just gonna find out. Homeroom ends, and the classroom suddenly gets a lot more lively. I get to my feet and start walking over to Miss Narase.
新見くん。
But before I take more than a few steps, she calls out to me. Does this mean? I sling my bag over my shoulder and walk over to the podium. Can't think of any school-related reason she'd want to talk to me. Which means...
何ですか?
この後ちょっといい?
I'm always free for you. What do you mean?
大丈夫です。
No, Kakeru. You're always free. Shut up.
神様のことでお話が。
I need to talk to you about the god. Yes, she remembers. This is perfect. I still don't trust Iris, but now I can hear the details from Miss
職
Narase.
員室ですか?
他の先生の前でっていうか生徒の前でも嫌だけど変な話するのはね。
I agree. I should come back to your place. Okay, let's do it.
ああ、 そうですね。
No, 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 you don't have to convince me. I don't have to convince myself.
君連絡してきなさいよ。土日待ってたのに。
いや、先生覚えてないかもって思ってて、うかつに話したら面倒なことになるなって。
Yeah, I mean, it was a fair reason.
いや、覚えてる覚えてる。超覚えてる。
なら連絡すればよかったっすね。また神様から声かけられるの待つべきかとか考えてました。
お互い待ってたわけね。まあいいや、今日話そう今日。
Alright, let's freaking go right now.
先生んち
Skip school.
夜にでも。
Yes, Kakeru, yes.
うちに来られてもな。
Ah.
本当は
Oh,
私
never
が
mind.
ミミくんち行けばいいんだけどね。
Never mind.
誰
This
も
is
いない
still salvageable.
俺一人ですね。
Okay.
でも仕事帰りに寄るのだるいから。
だるいっすか。
Figured she'd still be in shock over someone taking over her body, but she seems as lackadaisical as
と
ever.
りあえず中庭で待っててくれる？すぐ行くから。
わかりました。
I don't know, is the courtyard a good place? Should we be doing this at
じ
school?
ゃあ後で。
Well, frick, we almost got her to come back to our place. I was about to have the secret route. That's what you need the adult patch for, okay? Like, that's like the extreme patch, you know? But unfortunately, I don't even have the adult patch. She stacks the worksheets she collected together and walks out of the classroom. I begin to follow her out, but then suddenly I stop. I stare at Yoichi's empty desk. He's probably never going to come to school again. I turn my eyes away from his desk and leave the room. Those days when we fooled around without a care and the world will never return. So I wonder now that Yoichi's reveal is out there. Are we going to, like, do another point where we, like, kind of go back to an earlier point, like they do in each episode? And then we're going to, like, figure out things really quick and, like, stop him from doing something crazy? Like, maybe he's going to, like, kill a bunch of people or something. We're going to have to, like, go back. Or is it going to be, like, a case of we're just going to, like, go from episode 3 to episode 4, and, like, it's going to continue, and there's going to be some crazy stuff happening? I have no idea. I'm really curious. I know I'm thinking a little too far ahead right now, but it's got me thinking, guys. These days when we fooled around without a care and the world will never return. It's because he was always evil.
いやー、まさか髪下ろししちゃうとはね。
I know, that's a little weird, but, you know, I've seen weirder. Probably she's taking this in stride. In the end, we can't find a convenient private location, or rather, Miss Narasa decided it was too much trouble to even try, so we're talking in the middle of the courtyard. According to her, this won't take long, so I guess it doesn't matter that much.
怪奇現象とか全然信じてないし、白蜜川の伝承もある種の創作物として楽しんでいたんだけどね。こうなると信じざるを得ないね。
どういう経緯であんなことになったんですか？
ちょっと前から変な夢見るなーって思っててね。で、一昨日だっけ？ああ、もう一日前か。白田様、イーリス様に話しかけられて。
I mean, are you sure you didn't smoke something weird? That sounds very out there.
じゃあ先生的にもあれが初めてだったんですか？
そうそう。ちょっと体貸してって言われたから、オッケーって。
What? It's just like, oh yeah, sure, go ahead. Yeah, don't mind.
軽っ。
興味あったし、どんな感じかな。
I was curious what it'd feel like. Satsuki, you sound like someone who just tries different drugs just to do it. Miss Narase smiles contentedly. That's such a bad idea. So she handed over her body to a god just to satisfy her curiosity. Darn, she's got balls.
アーティファクトとかユーザーとか
This
聞い
only
てますか？
this only solidifies what I already knew, that teacher is best girl. Do you know about artifacts and
その
users?
単語は初耳だけど、言いたいことはわかるよ。新見くんも、あと一緒にいた高坂さん、3年生の、あるんでしょ？超能力的な。
そうですね。
複雑だな。今までの私だったら鼻で笑ってるよ、この会話。
Was it episode 2 we like kind of told her we had some stuff going on?
俺も最初は相当戸惑いました。
世の中不思議なことがあるもんだね。仁義に選ばれたんだってさ、私。
Chosen by what relic?
仁義。
Come to think of it, didn't Sophie say it's possible there's a piece of the relic in my body as well? Oh wait, it was one of those theories she said she disproved. Whatever, that's not important right now. They're not saying that because it actually is important, are they? Like, they're not like hinting at, oh, actually you do have the world eye, but Sophie's like covering it up. I don't know. Shrine's relic is actually the artifact called World's Eye. That means this Narasa is the World's Eye user, just like Sophie. Oh, okay. So she can see in other branches the same way as Sophie. If so, our best bet might be to put our faith in Miss Narase. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Kakeru. This is like the best idea you've ever had. Put faith in her as best girl. You want to talk about us, our relationship moving forward. Well, I'm still in high school. You're gonna have to wait, unless unless we're really going there. That's pretty out there. That's more out there than Sora's route.
そうでした。すみません。俺ばっかり質問しちゃって。
まだ聞きたいことある？
あるっちゃありますね。
後にして仕事戻りたいから。
Lame.
はい。
私からは一つだけ。
Smile disappears when expression turns
危
serious.
ないことしてない？
Next question.
してます。
うわぁ、バカ正直。
Sighing, she gets to her feet.
聞きたかったのはそれだけ。やめろって言ってもやめられないだろうから言わないけど、私も無関係じゃいられないみたいだし、できることはするから。
Yes, this is best route, guys. We got Haruka, who I'm actually enjoying a lot more now. So Haruka's route's good. And then we got Teacher. We're getting literally the best of both worlds here. And then next one we get Noah. It's like, what's going on? This is so good.
無茶はしないようにね。即答しなかったのが気になるけど、まあいいか。
Don't worry about it.
後のことは神様に聞いてね。私じゃ答えられないし。
Just ask the god. I like how she doesn't even refer to her as Iris. She's just like, just ask that god or whatever.
神様に用があるときは連絡して。準備しておくから。
わかりました。ありがとうございます。
Yes, thank goodness for teacher.
ああ、こういうこと、もっと若い頃に怒ってくれたらな。
Isn't Satsuki like... Isn't she like 25 or 26? She's like my age. What do you mean when you're younger? Okay, I do understand though. I'm 25 and I feel like I'm getting older, okay? It's kind of scary. I started dressing like look at this, guys. I'm wearing a polo. I'm wearing a polo. I would never have worn a polo a few years ago. I am turning into a dad. Why? I'm getting older. I don't like this. But I still like visual novels, so it's all okay. It's all okay. I can still think of who's best girl. I still have that. That keeps me youthful, right, guys? Right? Okay. She heads inside the school building, muttering to herself, "We're not doing this for fun, you know? Well, I admit we were having some fun with our new powers in the beginning, but now..."
びっくりした。
What was that sound he just made? Can we go back?
びっくりした。
Oh, I'm sorry. That was just too good. One more time. One more time. One more time, I promise.
びっくりした。
It's so good. Alright, we're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on. No. I promise. We're moving on.
すみません。
Looking up, I see Kosuke-senpai standing in front of me. Sorry, you scared me. Gesture to the empty spot on the bench. She gently sits down next to me.
廊下から二人が話しているのが見えて。
Oh, frick. We got best girl jealous.
大したことは話してないんですが、神様と話したいときは連絡くれって。
I don't know, which is more attractive, a girl who has like a goddess in her or a girl that just has extremely large boobs? It's a tough decision. It really is.
そうですか。先生はこの前のことちゃんと覚えているんですね。
Yeah, apparently not, but she was waiting all day for us to call her instead of just calling us. Be like, hey, I've been waiting for you all day. What's going on? Did you just forget that all this happened?
大体のことは把握しているみたいです。
So I'm not sure whether we can trust Iris-san or not, but... Oh, frick, I'm reading her line.
ごめんなさい。また余計なというか無神経なことを言いそうに。
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
大丈夫です。
先生のことは信頼できるんでしょうか？
I think that's a valid question, but I feel like we've literally just trusted Sophie blindly and it's been okay, so we might as well just trust her too.
適当な人ですけどできますよ。昔からすごくお世話になってるんで。
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty accurate. She does kind of half do things sometimes, but you know that's why I like her, because I'm like I do that too sometimes.
昔から
You know, putting in maximum effort all the time is a lot of work.
小さい時からの知り合いなんです。
そうなんですね。
イーリスのことはともかく、先生と協力できれば、今よりもマシになりそうな気はします。
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty accurate. I do think so.
そうですか。
But we've known Miss Narase since we were kids. Is there a little bit of grooming going on here? Is that why we like her? There's a little bit of grooming. She's been grooming us since we were a young child.
二人だけじゃなくて三人だけの秘密。ちょっぴり残念。
Disappointing that's not just a secret between the two. Why did you why? What is this? Aso guy gas guy I can't even read that. Except I suddenly cuts herself off covering her face with her hands. Why? What's so bad about that? Okay, I'm lost.
気にしなくていいと思いますよ。
もっと考えてから話すように努力します。
I don't really get it.
はい。
I'm probably being super dense too.
その今日これから集まりますよね。みんなで。
Are we? I guess so. I mean, it's been 2 days.
そうですね。ナインボールで。
Freaking, we're always meeting at 9 ball. I've been enjoying like being out of that phase with like Sora and Miyako, where we're not constantly meeting there.
イーリスさんのことは
Let's go meet somewhere else, guys. Let's meet at the park. Nothing could go wrong at the park.
とりあえず先生がユーザーだったとだけ話しておきましょうか。
Yeah, she's using some kind of drugs. She was seeing a goddess and just let her take over her body.
わかりました。あ
A
と
little sus,
思
but
いついたんです私。
何をです？
what's up?
作戦です。うまくいけば探せると思います。新見さんのお友達。
I'm gonna stop you right there, Haruka. What do you mean by friend? We don't have any of those.
マジっすか？
うまくいけばなんですけど。
どんな？いや、みんな集まった時に。
My phone buzzes and I hurriedly check my messages. I didn't even hear it go off. What do you mean your phone buzzes?
校門で待ってるから早く来いって。
私にも一緒に行きましょうって来てました。
じゃあ行きますか。
はい。
Okay, well, yeah, I can worry about whether we should trust Sophie or Iris later. Right now, I'm more interested in knowing what this plan of Senpai's is. Alright, well, we'll have to see.
マジでさつきちゃんが
I know, isn't it great? Sora puts down her glass of water and looks at me in shock. We're at 9 ball and we've already made our orders. I decided to tell everyone about Miss Narase while we're waiting for our drinks to arrive. I figured I should get it out of the way first. I do feel a little bit guilty about not telling the whole truth, but I think it's the right call.
もしかしてホームルームの後に話してたのって。
そう、その話。この前分かったんだ。あまり話せず終わったから、そのうち改めて話そうって。多分。
What should I tell them? You should tell them all. Like, I guess mentioning our artifact should be
先生
fine.
のアーティファクトは神器だ。多分ソフィーと同じように世界の観測ができるはず。
Yeah, because I'm still trying to figure out where does... So we know of the 2 Sephiroths. So who belongs to which one? Because Sophie's told us about the 2. And she's told us, like, hey, I'm pretty sure I belong to the more... I'm trying to remember what word she used. Was there, like, a conservative one, and more of, like, a moderate one? Or more of a... I think it was a moderate one and an extreme one. Something like that. I'm trying to figure out who belongs to what. Because I'm guessing maybe Iris belongs to one of them. Maybe she belongs to the more moderate one. And maybe Sophie belongs to the more extreme one. But But like I said, I'm still wondering if Sophie's bad. Sophie could still be good. Like, Sophie could still be, I guess, neutral, is what I was trying to say. Like, she's going after a certain goal that's kind of good, but, like, she's willing to do maybe things that are bad to get there. And that's why she's maybe working with Yoichi. I don't know.
つまり魔眼の能力者を探す上で力になってもらえるかもしれないということかしら。
What do you mean our search for the evil eye user? We already know who it is.
そんな力があればだが、近いうちに先輩と確認しに行こうと思う。
先輩と
Because you're old news. We've already had your route, so you're gone with the wind.
あ、私も先生がユーザーだったって分かった時に一緒にいて
Yeah, I mean, it just makes sense that Haruka would go with us. You know, she's kind of our girlfriend now. So.
そういえば先週電車乗らずに戻っちゃいましたもんね。その件はごめんなさい。一緒に帰るはずだったのに。
But I'm in love with your brother and I want to spend more time with him. That's what I'm hearing.
いやいや大丈夫っす。そっか。ミーニと一緒にいたのね。
Okay, I don't miss Sora's route, but I do miss hearing her calling us broski all the time. I just think it was funny. And hearing all the... We got Brozo, Bromeo, Broski, I don't know. Can't remember all of them. You guys were nice enough to list them
気に
out.
なることがあったのでお話をと思って。
Yeah, she wanted to confess her feelings to me. And then it was kind of strange because as she was doing that by the shrine, then Miss Satsuki comes and starts confessing her feelings. And I'm like, who am I supposed to go with, you know? Crazy. It's like, wait, one at a time, guys.
飲み物来た。コーラこっちとそっちです。
The waiter places our drinks on the table. We sip our respective beverages for a bit before resuming the discussion.
そんなわけで、先生のことは俺と先輩に任せてくれ。詳しく話を聞いてみて、協力してもらえそうなら頼んでみる。
お願いします。さつきちゃんち行くの？
いや。
Is Noah not here?
違うかもしれんけど。
今日？
先生の都合が良ければ今日かな。
何時くらい？さつきちゃん仕事終わるのいつだろう？帰って着替える時間あるかな？なんだいその目は。
お前、来るつもり？
うん。
来んなよ。
は？
任せてくれっつったろうがよ、来んなよ。
はあ、なんでだよ、はあ。
むしろなんで来たいんだよ。
いや、みんなで行けばいいじゃん。さつきちゃんも仲間なんでしょ？みんなで話をしに行こうよ。
Yes and no, okay? Yes and no.
その必要はあります？
Where the heck is Noah?
うわ、何こいつ仲間意識なさすぎでは？
Hey, we're not comrades. We're brother and sister, okay? So, back off.
どこで会うにしても、この人数で囲んじゃうのはちょっと迷惑になるかも。
Yeah, we just bring the whole gang over. It's like, hey, you know, you're now our new, like, kind of dead mother.
いや、いけるいける。さつきちゃんフレンドリーだから、賑やかなの大好きだから。
I'm gonna call cap on that one. I don't feel like that's true at all.
いや、嫌いだろ。神社で祭りやるときうるさいって出かける人だぞ。
Okay.
賑やかなの大嫌いだろ。
I'm glad I was right on that one. I'm like, there's no way.
迷惑はともかく
Noah's here.
面識のない私も同行すれば前置きが長くなる。効率を考えるなら全員で行く必要はない。
わあ、マジか。ゆうき先輩はともかく、いいんすか？みゃーこ先輩は本当にいいんすか？
I'm kind of surprised Noah isn't going. And I feel like Noah should go because Noah's super into like Chuni stuff. And I feel like meeting an actual like goddess would actually be kind of cool for her.
私も新見くんにお任せするのがいいのかな。
Alright, Miyako. This is why you were once my favorite girl. Because you're smart and dependable.
うわ、分かってねえなこの人。
Hey, you be nice, Sora. I'm gonna, I don't know, just not look at you.
あれでしょ？先輩も行くんでしょ？いや、先輩、高坂先輩、ストローチューチューしてないで、レモンティーうまいみたいな顔してないで、マイクですか？
I don't care how good your lemon tea is. You can't just ignore us like that.
あ、はい、一緒に、はい、行ければと思ってます。
What if Haruka was just like low-key asleep? She's just like sipping in her sleep and she's like, oh frick, I have to be like paying attention.
ほら、 いいんすかみやこ先輩。
Maybe I should have or not reinstalled, but I should have just installed the broski patch. Just because, I don't know, I would have liked to hear, like, say, Miyako Senpai or whatever little nickname she has for her. Like, I feel like they took that out, and, like, that's such a shame.
あ、ダメだ、鈍感系ヒロインだこの人。ピュアかよ。
Those tense heroines too innocent for her own good. Yeah,
何に腹を立ててるんだお前は。
Miyako is definitely pretty innocent in a lot of ways.
私、一緒に行かない方が。いや、いいっす。もういいっす。
I don't care anymore.
禁止はしないけど、デリケートな問題をバルハラソサエティに持ち込まないでほしい。
What relationships? What are we talking about here? What?
お、意外と結城先輩察しがいい。はーい、かき回すのやめまーす。
Oh, stop stirring the pot. I like how she just admits it. Like, hey, yeah, I've been gaslighting, stirring up pot, doing all of that.
だから何なんだお前は。
いや、いいから。まあ、単純に、なんで先輩と二人なのかは疑問だけど。
Because we have a bond? Of course. And she's best girl. Get out of here. Your boobs aren't as big as hers.
ああ。
You can never be best girl.
実は話していないことがある。先生に関して。
お、なんだ秘密か？
She's doing it, guys. She's doing the thing. I love that so much.
なぜ隠すのか聞かせてもらいましょうか。
口止めされている。
誰に？
誰にかは今は言えない。というか言いたいんだが、言っていいのか迷ってる。
Tell me you're vague without telling me you're vague. Like this whole sentence. Like this gives you absolutely zero information. As far as them. Like obviously we know what he's talking about, but...
わかった。話さなくていい。
I don't know if anybody else saw that, like, hair standing straight up. It was bothering me. Looked like I was a protagonist from Danganronpa. Understood. There's no need to tell us then.
うわ、引き下がるの早っ。
悪い。少し時間をくれ。
気になるんだけど。
I'm gonna be honest, I'm with Sora on this one. If I was in that situation, I'd be like, what the frick? Why would you tell us this and then not say anything?
話すことで事態がどう転がるかわからない。そういうことなんでしょう。
ああ、そうなるな。
More or less, I guess.
そっか。じゃあ、うかつに話せないね。
本当悪い。
Place my hands on the table and bow my head. Been thinking about why Iris wants us to keep her existence a secret. My current prevailing theory is she doesn't want Sophie knowing about her. That's a good point. If everyone knows better, the chance of Sophie finding out increases. She probably wants to avoid that. Granted, Sophie is almost always observing us, so it's only a matter of time before she learns about Iris. In fact, she might already know everything. Either way, until I know for sure who to trust, I have to be careful about what information I divulge.
まあ、とにかくあれだ。話せないことに高坂先輩も関わってるから一緒に行くと。
Yes, that is definitely the only reason. Yep.
はい、皆さんがよろしければそうしたいと。
反対する理由はない。
Gosh, Noah is being surprisingly like... What would the word be if you're just going along with everything?
私もお願いします。でもなんかあれだね。びっく
She's
りだ
being
けど
easygoing.
納得だ
How
な。
about that?
さつきちゃん白田つくも神社の巫女さんなわけでしょ。神器を受け継いできた家系なわけじゃん。
Yeah, it makes sense that she would be involved with this. I mean, I don't feel like I really speculated that much, but after like when she's giving us all those documents and stuff and she's been researching it, I mean, it makes sense that she would be more involved. I just feel like she knows a lot about this kind of stuff.
じゃあ今回の騒動がある前から先生はユーザーだったのかな。かもしれないけど、自覚はなかったんじゃないかな。
話した感じ、ほんとこの前気づいたみたいだな。ユーザーだったとしても無自覚だったと思う。
何にせよ戦力が増えるのは助かる。先生のことは2人に任せるから、私たちは魔眼の能力者捜索に 全力を尽くしましょう。
So why do they keep praising like that? Why don't they just say Yoichi? Why do they keep saying Evil Eye's user? Like, isn't that already confirmed by now?
そうですね。でもどうやって探せばいいんだろう。
Okay, so they do know who it is for him. But why do they keep saying Evil Eye user? Why don't they just say Yoichi?
あ、手当たり次第探すしかないっすかね。
Sora starts talking the same moment Senpai does. She tenses up for a second, then looks down and falls silent. I really know how you feel. It's hard to find the right timing to jump into a conversation between a group of people. I have that problem all the time. However, now isn't the time to be indecisive. I raise my hand to grab everyone's attention.
ちょっといいか。
ええ。
先輩に作戦があるらしい。
はい、あります。
聞かせて。
はい。私の力は考えたことを現実にする力です。こうなったらいいなって思ったことが現実に起こります。改めて聞くとやばいっすね。チートじゃん。
It is pretty strong, I will say that, but I feel like the weakness is that she doesn't... It does have limitations by itself, but also on her side, it has limitations in the fact that she can't actively control it. I feel like it's very on and off type of thing.
でも
Sometimes it happens when she doesn't want it
考えた
to.
通りじゃなくて、それに近い結果になったり、家庭がめちゃくちゃだったりもするんですが。
Yeah, exactly.
とにかく絶対不可能なことじゃなければ大体のことは実現できると思うんです。
あなたの力で魔眼の能力者を見つけ出す。
はい、そうです。実際に見つけるのは難しいとは思うんです。でもそれに近い結果ヒントくらいは得られるかもしれないって。具体的にどうするんですか？例えば散歩していたら偶然会えたらいいなってそういう風に考えてみたら。
うまくいけば実際に偶然会える。会えなくとも何らかの痕跡は見つけられる。
I don't know, I'd be kind of worried about us running into him. I feel like this is not a good idea.
はいです。私の力ならそういうことができると思うんです。もう先輩一人いればいいじゃんってくらい便利な力っすな。
You kind of do.
あ、でもちょっと燃費が悪くてすぐ疲れちゃうんです。実は朝の騒ぎの後もヘトヘトで
Slept through my classes last
眠
week.
り常習犯で。
あ
Bruh.
まり長い時間力を使えないと。
はい、人格を変えるだけなら長持ちするんですけど痕跡を見つけるってなるときっと休み休みになるのでかなり時間がかかっちゃうかも。
工夫が必要ね。彼が行きそうな場所を重点的に調べたり。
Yeah, I mean, I just don't feel like the power it's not too broken. Because, I mean, there is serious limitations on it. There's limitations on what it can do. There's limitations on how long you can use it. And then, you know, obviously you can't do physically impossible things. So.
ニーニーどっか心当たりないの？
いや、ないな。あいつの家もどこにあるのか知らないし。
It's time to go to the school.
いつもみんな
We
と
can
遊
go
ん
look
で
at
る
his
イ
record.
メージはあるけれど一人でどこに行くのかは私も知らないな。じゃあ司令官の方とか高坂先輩知らないです？アニメの聖地神社によく行くって聞きましたけど。
What? Does he live in Akihabara?
こんな時にさすがに行かないよね。
Or are we talking about the shrine? So the anime's Holy Land, the shrine, but
先生に住所聞いてみるか。教えてくれるかわかんねえけど。
yeah, I feel like a teacher would have access to these records.
一人を除いて制服を着ていた。あのままでは目立ちすぎるから着替えを取りに帰っているかもしれない。
そのまま普通に家にいたりして。
I doubt it.
だったら楽なんだけどな。とりあえずできる限り情報を集めて準備ができたら先輩に力を使ってもらう方向で。
Okay, I agree with this plan. If that's what we want to do.
頑張ります。 先輩に頼りっぱなしで。
I don't know. From this angle, they look very similar, but
その
it's a side view that shows the
仲間に
difference.
してもらえて嬉しくて頑張りたいので大丈夫です。
見つけ出すことができたら私たちの出番。次こ
Okay, good.
そ遅れは取らない。
Yeah, you're freaking just like Megumin. Or freaking Konosuba. She has like this huge wind-up time.
私も頑張ります。これはあれかな？私だけ
Useless.
完全に役立たずかな？
You watch Joseph Anderson, you'll understand.
お前なんでここにいんの？
マジふざけんなよ。そこはかけろよ。優しい言葉かけろよ。
お
No.
前の力物とかにもかけられんの？自分だけ？
何？自分以外にもできるけど。
じゃあ石とかにかけて投げたらいいんじゃね？
I just imagining her just throwing a rock and they're just like, oh, frick. Must have been the wind.
わ、地味。そんなのあり。いや、いいね。意外といいね、それ。今度あったら不可視の石ぶん投げたろ。
Yeah, that's not gonna work. We already know that because it doesn't work on Ghost. Obviously, it's not working on Yoichi either.
とにかく今は高坂さんの力に頼る
I
し
just
か
love the
ない。
idea of them throwing rocks.
後日改めて集合しましょう。時間に余裕のある日に彼らの痕跡を探す。
わかりました。先輩、よろしくお願いします。はい。さ、やっぱ高坂先輩の負担大きすぎない？さつきちゃんのことをニーニだけで言ったら？
確かにそうだな。役割分担的に不公平だな。
Ah, she's fine, guys.
一緒に行かせてください。負担なんて全然ないです。
Yeah, because look at this view. Now you can tell. Okay, you can tell who's a little bit bigger. It's like the straight on view looks kind of similar for some of them, but this, you can tell. Why am I still on this? These games have ruined me. Why am I thinking about that? I don't care about that.
とても充実感があって。
I'm really enjoying myself now. Oh, good.
ごめんなさい。そんな状況じゃないですよね。不適切な発言でした。
And might as well have a little bit of fun with it.
いえ、頑張りましょう。共に。
Gosh, Noah's being like surprisingly positive today. Like, she is just like going along with things. She's like, okay, that sounds like a good idea, and just being really like uplifting. I like it. Not to say that Noah's like a down or anything, but she's just kind of more like a realist. She's like, okay, hey, like that's probably not gonna work too well, or that's not gonna work the way you think it is.
し。じゃあ
She's just
う
going
ま
along
くい
with
けば
it.
すぐにでもリベンジだね。
This works. We'll be able to get our revenge.
まだ早い。探すのは痕跡だけ。
We're scouting. That's what we're doing.
なんで？
また負けたいの？
Yeah, we would freaking lose again. I mean, Noah could probably take him, and y'all pointed out that Noah like pretty much cleared the floor at them before. I mean, it's like, yeah, I believe it, but Sora shrinks back in the face of Yuki's curt demeanor. Yuki's got a point though. Even if we ran into them now, challenging them head on would end the same as it always did
リベ
last
ンジ
time.
の前に鍛えないとな。
Gotta do some training. Ooh, we're in the training arc. Okay,
そうだね。
gotta get strong.
ちゃんと作戦も立てたいし。
Yeah, that would be good too.
猶予はないけれど、焦らず確実に。次こそ彼らを仕留める。
Yeah, we need some synergy. That would be nice. I feel like we had zero synergy last time. Everyone was just kind of getting beat up.
ゆうき先輩がリーダーでよかったね。超冷静、超頼りになる。
She's
照れ
embarrassed.
てらっしゃる。
照れてない。今日はここまでとしましょう。根を詰めすぎても仕方がない。
Look at little embarrassed Yuki. So cute.
とりあえず俺は先生にメッセージ。あの人リングやってないんだ。メール送っとくか。
You
今日話
email.
聞けるかな。
Imagine emailing somebody.
夜になりますよね。
どうすかね。ちょっと何時になるかわからないし、今日行けるかもわかんないし、一旦。
はい、じゃあ何時でもいいので呼んでください。すぐ行きます。
了解っす。
Pull out my phone and start composing an email. Thanks to Senpai, we'll most likely be able to find Yoichi. Now we just have to figure out how to stop him. I hope talking with Miss Narasa, or rather Iris, gives us some ideas. I'm also curious what Sophie's up to. Guess all I can do is pray everything works out in the meantime. Miss Narasa replies shortly after I get home. Looks like she's eager to talk to us too, since she says to meet her with her tonight. In reality, I bet she just wants to get this out of the way ASAP so she can go back to lazing around. I text Senpai about the meeting, then eat dinner since there's still some time before I have to get going. After that, I zone out on my bed for a bit, and then I leave my room with time to spare.
こんばんは。
Konbanwa.
どうもっす。
Almost. Arrived at the train station just as Senpai's coming out of it. Glad I left early. I would have felt bad if I ended up making her wait for me again.
まだそんなに遅くはないですけど、大丈夫でした？こんな時間に出かけるの。
Man, her parents don't care. She literally stayed over at our place. You know, obviously they don't care.
はい、大丈夫です。むしろ喜んでて、友達できてよかったねって。
But what if we were more than friends?
ああ。
Unsure if how to respond, I end up laughing awkwardly. I wonder what Senpai's parents would think if they found out her new friend was getting her involved in something dangerous. Suddenly feeling apologizing to them.
新見さんこそ大丈夫でしたか？
何がです？
考えてみれば、確かに私いらなかったなって。先生と親しいわけでもないし、新見さん一人の方が良かったのかな。ごめんなさい。私ちょっと舞い上がっているというか、はしゃぎすぎちゃってる気がします。
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to be excited.
いや、大丈夫ですよ。先輩結構頭の回転早いっていうか、起点が効くっていうか。
初めて言われました。むしろとろい方だと。
Really? Has nobody ever complimented you in life? I feel like she's very surprised when we give her any ounce of, like, credit for doing something good.
いやいや、本当に。俺がアホなことしたり言ったりすると、いつもさりげなくフォローしてくれますし、一緒にいてくれると助かります。俺がまたヘマしたらよろしくお願いしますね。頼りにしてます。
She
もう
switched.
少々発言には気をつけるべきですわね。
はい。
唐突に褒められたものですから、フリーズしてしまいましたわ。
マジっすか。なんか
自分に自信がなさすぎるんです、あの子は。
Oh, yeah.
だからこそ私がいるのですが。
That's okay. I don't mind having you around either. So.
行きましょう、かける様。先生とイーリスさんが待っていますわ。
はい。
Senpai casually wraps her arms around mine and leads me towards the shrine. There's no real point in pretending to be a couple anymore, but I'm enjoying this, so I guess there's no reason to stop. Yeah, just shut up. Like, don't even act like you don't like it, okay? I don't want to hear any crap about it from you. Walk slowly, but we still make it to our destination 3 minutes before the meeting time. I've been to the shrine dozens of times, but when I think about how I'm going to be going there to be talking to a god here, it suddenly all looks unfamiliar.
先生はどちらに？
拝殿に来てくれって言ってたんですが、人格そっちのままで大丈夫ですか？
ええ、もともと私に代わるつもりだったようですから。
Yeah, I feel like that would be pretty nerve-wracking.
了解っす。じゃあ行きますか。
はい。
さすがに離れておきましょう。
Shut up, Kakeru. I don't want to hear this. You know what? You're ignored.
残念。
Haruka, don't even listen to this man. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. He's literally so dumb. To be honest, I feel like it's a shame, but now I'm gonna focus. I turn my head around, head towards the main building. I understand he wants to be focused, and that would probably be a little bit hard, because, you know, as soon as a single boob touches him, he's just like, whoa, don't know what to do. He's just all thoughts gone. Last time I went inside was during the festival, I think. I used to play in there all the time when I was a kid, so I know there's nothing to be afraid of, but let's do this. I exhale, releasing the pent-up tension in my muscles, and step inside. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna end the episode here. Just kidding. So good. Miss Narase is sitting in the middle of the room in her shrine maiden attire with her eyes closed. This is the moment we've been waiting for, guys. This is what we needed. Well, that's unexpected. I figured she would casually greet me like usual. Then maybe we would have made small talk for a few minutes before she let Iris take over. Sadly, it seems Miss Narase had other plans. It's rare to see her acting like a proper shrine maiden. Frankly, it's kind of overwhelming. It's kind of great, actually. Rooted to the spot, I silently stare at Miss Narase. Ooh. What's going on with her eyes? Those look a little bit deeper than I remember. Slowly she opens her eyes. It's probably not Miss Narase in there
お待ち
anymore.
しておりました。
いいです。
まださつきちゃんです。
あ、はい。
Well, there goes all my nervousness. I guess when she's acting like a shrine maiden, Miss Narase is still Miss Narase. At least this is helping me
お
relax.
いでおいで、適当に座って。高坂さんもいらっしゃい。お邪魔いたします。
Teacher's best girl. What else can I say, guys? Bowing Senpai sits down in front of Miss Narase. Still a little nonplussed, I take a seat next to Senpai.
どうしたんですかその格好。
Why the frick not? And look at her boobs. Her boobs might even be as big as frickin' Haruko's, man.
髪下ろしするわけだから気合い入れよっかなーって。家族にバレないように着替えるの大変だった。とても可愛らしいです。
I am so glad you did. I'm so glad you got changed. It was worth it, I promise.
ありがとう。普段いい加減な私も清楚に見えるよね。雰囲気出るっていうか。
Not only do I get to see it, but I get a cool thumbnail to use, so I'm happy.
っていうか、そう、聞こうと思ってたんだ。
何をです？
二人付き合ってるの？
Frickin' I wish. Hopefully we are. I mean, why are you asking? I could be available if you need me to be.
いや、
はい。あ、やっぱそうなんだ。
No, she's bummed. Dang it.
えー、
She was waiting to ask us. Why'd you say that without any hesitation, too? You ruined all of my plans, senpai. Conversation moves on without me, and I lose my chance to set the record
別に
straight.
咎めたりしないけど、ほどほどにね。
It's okay. I'll save myself for you.
ほどほどです。うん。何とは言わないけど。何とは。
I suppose not.
そう。何を何したりとか。承知しました。ほどほどにいたします。そうそう。ほどほどにいたしてね。
That is true. Moderation is important in all things.
こんな場所で何下ネタ連発してるんすか。
Yeah, you guys are so dumb. Why are you talking about this?
普通に会話してただけだけど、どこがどう下ネタに聞こえたの？やだ、新見くん不純。
Watch out. He might actually enjoy getting scolded by his cute teacher. Oh, yep, he's enjoying it. Who let this person become a teacher or a shrine maiden?
まあ、ワイダンなんてどうでもいいんですよ。
言っちゃったよ、ワイダンって。
You just admitted it.
時間が時間だし、さっさと終わらせて。
I will say I like that Kakeru like points out stuff like that. He doesn't just let it slide. Like he is kind of dense at times, but kind of not.
ちょっと足崩していい？待ってる間にしびれちゃった。
Gosh, I feel like that would not be fun.
はい。
正座するんじゃなかった。
Yeah, I can imagine that would not be comfortable. It looks good though. I appreciate you doing it. I'm serious. Who let this person become a shrine maiden? I feel like an idiot for being nervous
さ
now.
てと、それじゃあ呼んじゃおうか。すぐに呼べるんですか？そう。
You don't even know.
え
You've never tried it.
まあいけるでしょ。
大丈夫っす。あの人適当っすけど。大丈夫っ
I
す。
think she's got this, but I don't know. Probably.
おい、聞こえてるぞ。神の御子に対して不敬であるぞ、君たち。
Hey, I was not making fun of you at all.
すみません。
失礼しました。まあ、私もよくわかってないんだよね。何せ急だったから。でも多分、こうやって呼びかければ。
She closes her eyes again. Silence fills the room. Oh, well, that worked pretty easily. A stigma starts to go on her head. The relaxed atmosphere of a few minutes ago vanishes. Miss Narase and I both straighten our backs at the same time. Best girl. Look at those eyes. They're kind of scary, but it's also like not bad. So lifts her face up. Her faint smile looks decidedly different from usual.
会いに来てくださいましたね。
Oh, of course.
イーリスさんですか？
You're one of the most interesting things going on in the game right now. Of course I'm interested.
はい。私の名はイーリス。こちらの世界では白蛇様、あるいは白田様と呼ばれているようですね。
Are you related to Solid Snake by any chance? Everything from her style of speech to the tone of her voice is entirely unlike Miss Narase. I always figured gods were the things amiss, but now we're staring right at one.
どうか楽になさってください。長い話になるでしょうから。
Senpai and I exchange glances. I relax my posture, but Senpai keeps her back ramrod straight, just like Iris. Seemingly satisfied with Senpai's choice, Iris smiles in approval and gives her a little nod.
私に聞きたいこともあるでしょうが、まずはここまでの経緯を説明させてください。
Okay, I mean, that sounds fair. Okay, sorry, I had to pause the video there for probably an hour, just because I had some stuff to take care of, but I kept going, and then I realized I wasn't recording, because I had, like, stopped the recording, and I was like, oh, I should probably keep keep recording, so you guys could hear what I'm saying, but let's go and continue on.
あなた方の求める答えもあるでしょうから。
Yeah, freaking better.
では。
Iris' smile grows wider, and she begins her tale. Alright, let's see what she's got to say here. Unsurprisingly, she starts with the events of 1,000 years ago. Crazy, right? Originally, our world and Iris' world were connected. Back then, Iris was close friends with Miss Narase's ancestors, though she made sure not to interfere in the affairs of our world too much. But things changed drastically when the people of Iris' world invented artifacts.
アーティファクトは人によって生み出された道具だった。その通りです。それまでは魔術とでも言いましょうか。アーティファクトを用いず特別な力を振るう者たちが存在しました。
Interesting. So we're straight up going into magic exists in this game. Okay.
しかし、
I mean, it makes sense, but
には長い時を要します。才能も必要です。
okay, so you kind of already had to have a little bit of like a tolerance for it, I guess, if that's the word you want to use.
誰にでも魔術を使えるようにアーティファクトを開発した。
Okay.
はい。ですが完成したアーティファクトは誰にでも扱えるものではありませんでした。
Well, I'm wondering what is the condition, because I've speculated that only like teenagers could, but obviously Miss Narase is a little bit older and she can seemingly use an artifact. You don't really see a lot of adults using it. I wonder if that's just like, oh, well they can, but they just don't, or what's going on with that.
アーティファクトは主を自分で選ぶ。
Well, yeah.
その結果、多くのアーティファクトがこちらの世界へと流出してしまうことになりました。
It's interesting that they have like their own kind of like each artifact almost seems like it has its own personality, it has its own like will. That was when disaster struck. Just like how when artifacts started reappearing here a few weeks ago, the school nearly burned down. Not really. I feel like they always say that like it's real fire, but it's not. It didn't burn anything except for souls. Or how Yoichi is going around killing people. The people who were swallowed up by their own powers caused a calamity in Shiro Mitsugawa. And it's the person sitting in front of us, Iris, who put an end to the rampage.
私はアーティファクトを回収した後、私が持つ世界の目の対となるもう一つの目をこちらの世界に残しました。
The twin to the world's eye.
対となる。
はい。目ですから。
That I know of, but some people have lost their eye. That's insensitive, or is it not? Smelling, Iris points to her own
世
eyes.
界の目は扉のアーティファクト。開くこともできれば閉じることもできる。それぞれの世界に目を置き、そのまぶたを閉じることで、つながった二つの世界を隔絶したはずでした。
What Hmm.
こっち側の世界の目が破損したせいで。
はい、片目が開いてしまいました。その隙間を縫って再びアーティファクトがこちらの世界に。
Kind of an interesting way to put this, but sure.
すべて私の
Take it.
私の世界の不手際です。あなた方には迷惑ばかりかけてしまい心苦しい限りですが。
Hey, I got to see you in your Shrine Maiden outfit. It's all alright. You're forgiven.
私の願いも実はソフィーティアと一緒なんです。アーティファクトを回収するために力を貸してほしい。
Okay. Y'all both have the same goal. Okay. It has to be close to what I was thinking, right? So we got the two Sephiroths. Which one belongs to which, though? Sophie claims to belong to the more moderate one, the more chill one, that wasn't willing to, like, kill people to get their goals. What does Iris feel?
ただし平和的な手段で。
Okay, you're claiming to use peaceful methods. I feel like Sophie claimed the exact same thing. But at the same time, I feel like Sophie differs a little bit. I feel like Sophie was willing to let certain things happen. She's kind of shown that in the past that she could have interfered with things, but chose not to. So maybe this is kind of where we're going. Like, Iris is maybe more of a moderate, and well, that's assuming that she's even part of Sephiroth. I mean, because I'm looking at it from that way. I just feel like I should look at it from that way because we've had that explained to us that there's two of those, and it makes sense because now there's two people that could belong to each one of them.
それが私の願い。そしてあなた方に接触した理由です。
I don't know if they'll ask, but I would like to know if she's connected to Sephiroth at all. If she is, and she's claiming to be more of like a peaceful person, then I could say Iris would be the more peaceful one, and Sophie's more the one that's willing to do whatever needs to get done.
消せませんわね。
Senpai mutters suddenly. Looking resolutely at Iris, she asks the question that's been on my mind as well.
1000年前のように、なぜイーリスさん自身がこちらの世界に来て混乱を鎮めようとされないのでしょうか。
Okay, so I wondered this earlier, and I think, like I said, I think it's something to do with, like, she can't. Like she doesn't have the power anymore, she's not able to. She's appearing through Satsuki, maybe she doesn't have a physical body anymore, or at least not in this world.
あなたに比べれば我々などひよっこ以下でしょ。にもかかわらず我々を頼ろうとする。
Okay, I'm very curious to know what her explanation is.
1000年前も私はこちらの世界には来ていませんよ。
Interesting, okay.
正確には来ることができなかったでしょうか。
Okay, so I'm kind of close. She wasn't able to. I didn't expect her to say that she hadn't visited 1,000 years ago, personally.
ですが先ほどアーティファクトを回収したと。
Now, did she take somebody's body like she is right now? Like, kind of borrow it? Or is she using, like, an illusory form? Was she able to do that?
はい、回収しました。今回のように、
Okay.
ナルセの人間の体を借りて。
Okay, so what's the problem here, then? Where do things take a twist? Places a hand on her Mishnaru Sei's chest.
生物は世界の移動をすることができません。世界の目の力を用いても、私自身が肉体を持ったままこちらの世界に移動することは叶わないのです。ですから魂だけ、私の同一存在である女性の体を借りて力を振るったのです。
同一存在。
互いの世界には魂の性質を同じくするものが存在します。こちらの世界では男性で、あちらの世界では女性かもしれません。ですが魂は同一なのです。
Okay. I feel like that's very important that she's saying this. I'm trying to think of in what way would this be significant, or at least that I could understand right now. Okay, so if Sophie has an identical soul somewhere in this world, is that identical soul possibly Kakeru? Is that what she's implying? Or maybe it's Yoichi. Maybe it's one of those two. Maybe her... I feel like this is like so important that they're saying this. I don't have... they're giving me so much information in this game. I don't have like the pieces to put it together. I just don't have confirmation. I don't have like, oh, okay, this and this would make that, right? Like I feel like I'm just throwing out a theory, and it's like I don't really have the evidence to like prove something. Okay, but I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm guessing Sophie's is either Yoichi or Kakeru, because I feel like she might have a connection with either of them. Okay. And I think it's important that she's saying it may be a man in one world and a woman in the other. Their souls are identical. So I feel like that's important. It doesn't matter which gender they are in each world.
かけるさんにもはるかさんにも別の世界には別のあなた方がいます。
Okay.
そういった同じ魂を持つものを我々は同一存在と呼んでいます。
Resonance.
もしかして、
お察しの通り、ナルセ家には各世代に私の同一存在が生まれるようです。
So wait, your person can change.
現世代ではこのサツキが私の同一存在となりますね。
Now, is that because you're a god, essentially? Or you're like a goddess? Or why do you get multiple? Like, when somebody dies, do you get a new one?
同一存在であれば体を借りられるってわけですか。
はい。魂を同調させることで初めて可能となります。サツキ以外の体を借りることはできません。
Hey, well, you chose Best Girl to inhibit, so that's fine.
なおさら消せません。同一存在がいないのであればまだしもちゃんといらっしゃいます。現に今まさに同調されています。
Is there something about Miss Narasa that doesn't allow you to use your full power? Maybe it's because she's kind of skeptical about like supernatural things and that sort?
自らのお力を振るわないのですか？
Maybe your connection's weaker? I'm not sure.
できないのです。
Okay, why not? For the first time, Iris's expression clouds over.
1000年の時が過ぎ、私の力も
Okay.
随分と弱くなってしまい。
I feel like I mentioned that, right? Like she doesn't have enough power anymore because she's older. She just can't do that. I feel like that was kind of what I was getting at. Casts her gaze downward and squeezes her hands together.
昔ほどうまく同調できないのです。仮にできたとしても、昔のようにアーティファクトを扱うことは。
I'm surprised Iris. So she's talking about how it used to be magic and stuff, and like certain people were able to synchronize with magic, right? Instead of using artifacts, and artifacts were made to be used on people who can't use magic. I'm surprised she can't just use magic. Like, why do you even need artifacts?
誰かに頼らざるを得ないというわけですか。
情けないですが、その通りです。
She smiles weakly. I see. If we can believe everything Iris is saying, that would explain why Sophie's communicating with us through a stuffed animal. So I'm trying to figure out, is Iris telling the truth and I should just absolutely trust her right now? Or is it kind of a case of there's the truth mixed with a little bit of lies, you know? Says she sent over an illusory body that then she took over synchronizing to it like a resonant. It's probably the irregular usage of her illusory body that she was referring to a while back. Just like Iris, she can't use her artifacts here because either she can't synchronize to her body perfectly or the body itself is just too weak, which is why she needs our help. But hang on a second.
世界の目は今ソフィーが持ってますよね。
はい。魔眼のアーティファクトも私のものでした。
でしたということは、
私では扱えなくなってしまい、手放したのです。
ソフィーとは敵対しているんですか？
少々複雑ではありますが、そうですね。そう捉えていただいてもいいかもしれません。
Okay, well, you said this was going to be a long explanation. You better freaking tell me why. I need to know.
セフィロトのことは聞いていますね。
Yes, thank you. Oh, I'm so happy they're talking about this. Yes.
はい。アーティファクトを管理している。
Okay, please. I need to know. I need you to sort this out for me.
その通りです。二度と悲劇を起こさぬよう、私が作った組織です。
Oh. So she's the founder.
歴史ある組織の宿命とでも言いましょうか。
Is she going to be like, oh, hey, I'm the founder and I originally wanted to be like peaceful and solve this in a certain way, and now like Sophie is part of the more like radical side and she's like trying to do her own thing? Is that where we're going with this?
セフィロトに所属するすべての者の胸に
I feel like that's where we're going.
志が宿っているわけで。
内部分裂でしょうか。
Okay, so we actually didn't know this in this branch, but yes, like we as the player know.
お恥ずかしながらアーティファクトを管理するだけではなく有効利用することで世界をより良い方向へ導くべきだ
I mean, I
そう
could
主張する
see
者たちが現れました
I could see a lot of people thinking that way. That's like, why would you not use
ソ
them?
フィーがそっち側ってことですか？
はいソフィーティアは回収したアーティファクトを私的に利用するつもりです世界のためという大義名分を掲げて
Okay, okay. I could see that. I'm gonna keep reading though in case there's more to that because I feel like there might be.
故に渡すわけにはいきませんアーティファクトの乱用は必ず悲劇をもたらしますですからどうかあなた
I
方には
beseech you. Okay, never mind. I gotta believe everything you say now. Like that's a strong word.
疲れた
It came out of nowhere for a second, senpai, and I just look at her in utter confusion. Iris lets out a languid sigh, her dignified expression vanishing.
ああもういいかしらそれっぽく話さなくても
いや、
神様だからこういうキャラ望まれてるんだろうなって頑張ってみたんだけど
Oh my gosh.
やっぱり柄じゃないわああ疲れた
She sounds so much like Satsuki. God, I'm pooped. I like how she says that too, as if she isn't like a goddess. Dumbfounded senpai and I watch as Iris casually rolls her shoulders and stretches her back. She looks exactly like Miss Narase, actually, not divine at all. So since Miss Narase is resonant. I think it makes sense if they would be very similar, right? They share the same soul. It didn't really click with me at first, but now I feel like I get what Iris was talking about. She is a lot like Miss Narase, that's for sure. I can see the
そも
similarities
そも
now.
どうして神様になっちゃったのかしらねあの剣があるまではただの
That was
文
just
通
their
相手みたい
pen
な
pal.
関係だったのに
それは助けていただいたことに恩義を感じてではありませんか
Well, this got better, guys. This was already a great scene. I was already enjoying it. There's a lot of information, and it got better.
助けたっていうかアーティファクトが流出したのはこっちの不始末でしょそりゃ見て見ぬふりはしないわよ
So you were just cleaning up the mess you made in the first place.
まあでも悪い気はしないわねあっちの世界じゃただの老害扱いだし
She's just like, yeah, in my world, I'm nothing. You guys actually appreciate me over here.
流しちゃってましたけど、1000年くらい生きてるんですよね。
まあね
Give or take a
不
few.
老
What?
不死ってことです？
不老だけど不死ではないわね老化を止めてるだけ
So you're an elf, is what I'm hearing. Isn't that kind of what elves do? Like, an elf can, like, get critically hurt, right, to the point where they die. But, like, as far as aging goes, they don't. Like, they won't die from that.
アーティファクトのいえ魔術によってでしょうか
I mean, yeah, I would just say magic, but...
今時魔術なんて使わないわよアーティファクトの方が便利だから作ったの
Never
不老のアー
mind.
ティファクト
Never mind. We just use artifacts now, you know? We don't even make our own stuff. I feel like this is what happened in society. Everyone just, like, stopped making food from scratch, and we just use pre-made stuff now, because it's way more convenient. We go to fast food, you know? We like things that are just very easy to make instead of putting in the work.
ただ体は若くても魂はねずいぶん衰えちゃったわ力を失うと同時に権力も取り上げられちゃってただのお飾りなのよ私だからソフィーティアみたいなのが勝手なことをする
I appreciate the honesty. She's just like, yeah, frickin' I can't do crap now.
おそらくソフィーティアの協力者はあなたや魔眼の子だけじゃないユーザーは街中にいるはずだから当然よね
Oh, so Sophie's just playing the field then. Okay. Interesting.
相手によってやり方を変えているんでしょうあなたたちには平和的に友好的に魔眼の子には破壊衝動を煽るように
Okay, so we're kind of getting the truth here. So, like I said, Sophie, I don't feel like is bad. Because she's telling us to be good, and she's telling them to be bad. She's just playing to people. She's being rather neutral. She's already playing the things that are there. She's just like, oh, you're evil? I'm going to push you to be more evil. Oh, you're good? I'm going to be pushing you to be more good, right? As long as you do my objective, of course. I want you to collect artifacts for me. That's all she cares about.
そうやって他人を利用してアーティファクトを我が物とする。もう私もあなたたちを利用しようとしているからとやかく言えないけれど。
Interesting.
イーリスさんとしてはアーティファクトを私的に利用しようとする勢力の台頭を許容できない。
そういうことだから動きたくても動けない私の代わりにあなたたちに頑張ってほしいわけ。
Okay. She holds her hand out to us as if offering something, but her palm is empty. For a second, I thought Sophie was about to come out. A second later, the space above her hand warps in the same way it does when Sophie appears. An ornately decorated vial materializes in it. Oh, so we're going back to this again. She's going to give us some ambrosia.
それは
アンブロシア、アーティファクトとの契約を破棄する令約。
手放したと先ほどおっしゃっていましたね。なるほど、そのような薬が。
そう、あるの。あなたたち困っているんでしょ。魔眼の使い手に対抗する手段がないと。
Is this a long-term solution, though? It's like, yes, it's going to null the contract with his artifact, but isn't it just going to go to somebody else?
これが解決してくれるわ。ほんの少しでもこの霊薬を体内に注射するか飲ませてもいいわ。
Yeah, I'm
そ
sure
うすれ
this
ば
won't
無
go
力化
wrong.
できる。あとは回収するだけ。戦う必要はない。簡単でしょ。
Nothing but simple. Okay, it's not going to be that simple. No.
簡単
飲ませるために戦う必要がありそうですわね。
No, just do what Sora did. Just jab it into him.
それはなんとか工夫しなさい。とにかくほら。
おっとっと
Barely managed to catch the vial before it hits the ground. Man, what a careless throw. Isn't this like super valuable?
それはあげる。使うかどうかはあなたたちの判断に任せるわ。まだ私のことは信用しきれないでしょうし、使わなくても責めたりしない。
I don't know. I feel like I trust Iris a lot more now. Like, what she was saying makes sense, but is there more to that story? Probably.
あなたたちの好きなように。回収したアーティファクトも
Because what if Iris is BSing us right now? What if she's
こ
just
ち
as
らに渡
bad?
してほしいと
Or what if she
お願
is
い
the
す
bad
ることしか
person?
できない。ただ、私に組みすることで命が危ぶまれるのなら、いいわ。ソフィーティアに渡しちゃいなさい。人命優先ね。自分たちの命を一番大事に。私のお願いは二の次でいいわ。
Now, see, this makes me want to trust her, though, because she's looking out for us. I mean, Sophie has looked out for us, too, but I feel like hers was coming from a direction of, hey, I need you guys because you're useful. Like, hers is just like, hey, like, my goal is important, but not as nearly important as your lives. So, like, prioritize that.
そういうことでいいかしら。そっちから何か話したいことはある？
I also trust Iris a lot more because she's very much like Satsuki, and I trust Satsuki, so. They're both very chill and don't want to deal with things. So I trust people like that a lot more.
あーとおおむね事情は分かったか。
ですわね。魔眼のユーザーを攻略する手立てもいただきましたし。
I would have liked if there was more clarification on just... I would have liked it if they talked more about how Sophie was talking about it, how there is the two sides of Sephiroth, and if she would have been clear that, hey, Sophie is in this more radical one that wants to, like, do certain things. I would have liked if she clarified on that more. But besides that, I feel like that's fine for now, I guess.
じゃあ私は引っ込むわ。何かあったらいつでも呼んでちょうだい。
はい、わかりました。
それじゃあ最後くらいはしっかりしようかしら。こちらの不手際にもかかわらず無理難題を押し付けてしまい申し訳ありません。どうかよろしくお願いします。
She puts her hands on the ground and bows deeply. When she looks up again, the stick on her forehead is gone.
疲れた。喉ガラガラする。神様喋りすぎでしょ。
I love Satsuki so much.
イーリスさんに体を貸している間、
あるある。ぼんやりとだけどね。話もまあ大体は。
Well, good. I'm glad.
ありがとうございました。なんとかできるかはわかりませんが、 してみようと思います。
本当に新見くんたちがやらなきゃいけないの？
Yes, Satsuki, we have to do this.
相当危ないことなんでしょ。神様も言ってたじゃん。新見くんたちが命をかけなくてもいいんじゃない？義務も責任もないんだし。
Yeah, but somebody's got to do it. Might as well be
そう
us.
なんですけどね。
I feel like Kakeru has a pretty strong artifact if he could learn to tap into that more.
いや、責任はあるのかな。やり遂げたい理由があって。どうせ誰かがやらなくちゃいけないことなら、その役目は俺でありたいんです。
What I said.
おお、珍しく熱血。
素敵ですわ、かける様。
いや
どうでもいいけど、かける様なんて呼ばせてんの？
Hey, no, no, no. It's not like that. It's not like that.
自主的に呼んでいるだけですわ。
この子結構変わってるな。まあいいけど。
Just like, whatever. I don't care.
危ないことはしないようにね。私もできることはするけど、危ないことには協力しないから。
Oh my gosh, it's fine.
わかりました。
なんかやらかす顔してるな。まあいいや、よくないけど。
Actually, it is whatever. Make up your mind.
今日はもう帰りなね。私も疲れちゃった。
はい。ありがとうございました。
今後ともよろしくお願いいたします。
Yes, thank you, teacher.
はいはい、お疲れお疲れ。おやすみ。
Alright, you get some rest, best girl. You deserve it. Stay beautiful. Leave the main hall. Got some ambrosia. I didn't think this would make a comeback. I mean, it makes sense. It seems like it's kind of important. Ambrosia, huh? With this, we can put a stop to Yoichi's misdeeds.
切り札を得ることはできましたが。
はい。
Yeah, but it's a very hard trump card to use.
使いますの？
みんなに話します。
約束を破ることになりますが。
それでも話します。これは俺たちだけで決めちゃいけない気がする。
I feel like Sophie's gonna find out either way.
使うかどうかはみんなと相談してからですね。
And I feel like if Sophie is truly neutral, like I think she is, then Sophie's not gonna stop us from doing this.
まだイーリスさんのこと信用されていないのですね。
意外と親しみやすくて信用できそうだとは思ったんですけどね。軽く疑心暗鬼です。俺は余市の正体を見抜けなかった。俺の目は節穴だ。自分の判断を信用できない。だからみんなに相談します。
異議なしですわ。私も同意見です。
Good. Okay.
じゃあ明日。
ええ、
Let's do it.
事態が好転してくれるといいのですが。
そう期待しましょう。
はい。
Smiling, Senpai links arms
駅
with
まで
me.
送ってくださいま
Kiss
せ。
me, woman. Kiss me. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Be so kind as to see me to the station.
あ、はい。
あら、嫌ですの？
Kakeru, don't screw this up.
いや、ちょっと
Oh,
照れてる。
shut up.
可愛らしいかける様。行きましょう。
かわ。
Kakeru, don't be a beta male. Be the alpha Giga Chad you always knew you could be. Arm in arm, we head out of the shrine. If we use this ambrosia, it'll mean we trust Iris. It also means we'll be betraying Sophie. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe Takamine was onto something when he gave me the codename Betrayer. Yeah, you do kind of betray people a little bit. You kind of like going back and forth. Need to weigh my options carefully. I can't afford to make any more mistakes. We can't let there be any more victims. When I get back to my room, I heave a tired sigh. I left the ambrosia with Senpai. Sophie's usually monitoring me, so it's like not a good idea for me to hang on to it. That being said, shouldn't Sophie know that we're in touch with Iris by now? Maybe she won't even contact us if she thinks we betrayed her, just as I think that. I don't know. I'd like to hear from Sophie's side. Because like I said, I don't feel like Sophie's bad. I just don't. I could be totally wrong, but I'm sticking to my gut that she is not bad. I'm not saying she's good, but she's not bad. Sophie materializes above my table. I'm instantly on my
いいか
guard.
しら。
ああ、
またユーザーを見つけたみたいね。
ああ、 先生のことか。
彼女成瀬家の人間よね。
ああ、
そう。目はあの子を選んだのね。
世界の目は成瀬の人たちしか選ばないのか。
そうね。特殊なアーティファクトなのよ、あれは。どう？ちゃんと使いこなせてる？
いや、どうかな。ソフィーみたいに枝の観測？
そう。破損してしまった影響かしらね。
そういえば一部が俺の中にあるんだっけ。
それはあくまでも仮説。あなたの中にあるかもしれないし、ないかもしれない。
So, do we have Overlord and the World's Eye? We have both?
どちらにせよ力を失ってはいないようね。不完全かもしれないけれど目は機能している。あの子が観測者として目覚めてくれれば私も楽になるけれど。
先生戸惑ってた。力もそうだし、アーティファクトとかユーザーとか急に知ったから。
ま、期待せずに待つことにするわ。
Sophie lets out a small sigh. It looks like she hasn't realized Iris is borrowing Miss Narase's body from time to time. She probably thinks we only went to Miss Narase's house to explain the situation to her. At the very least, it's clear she didn't overhear our conversation. The question is, should I tell her about it? It's hard to be sure, but there's one thing I should confirm while she's here.
なあ、余一のこと伝えに来てくれたんだよな。
そうね。もっともまだ見つかっていないって報告だけだけれど。
聞きたいんだ
Yes,
けど。
Cockroach, yes, ask questions.
何？
アーティファクトの契約を解除する方法って殺す以外にあるんだよな。
もちろんあるわよ。
教えてくれないか。余一は殺したくない。っていうか、真っ向から挑んだら。
薬がある。それを使うのはあまり現実的とは言えないでしょうけど。
薬？
アンブロシアという霊薬があるの。魂を仮死状態にしてアーティファクトを騙す薬。
Okay, so this
それ
makes
を
sense.
使えば契約を強制的に破棄できる。
I mean, she's technically already told us about this, you know, in episode 2, so I'm glad she's just being upfront about it. If she would have hid it, then I would have been suspicious.
それもらえるか。
I don't think she will.
もともとそのつもりだけれど
Really?
今は無理ね。
Okay.
どうして？
手元にないのよ。急ピッチで作らせてはいるけれどあと半月はかかるわね。
Interesting.
半月。
私もそう思うけれど仕方がないわ。こんな事態想定してなかったんだもの。とにかく出来上がれば渡すから。
おとなしくって何もするなってことかよ。
そう。半月鍛えた程度じゃあなたたちはあの子に勝てないわよ。あら、もっと怒ると思ったのに。自覚があるのね。
ボロ負けしといて偉そうなこと言えないだろ。少年漫画みたいに修行すれば絶対強くなれる世界でもないし。
Darn. What do you mean this isn't a shonen manga? It's obviously a shonen visual novel.
一応アドバイスしてあげるけれど
Okay.
あ
アーティファクトの力を引き出す鍵は心、魂の強さ。
This is why I feel like Sophie's not bad, though. She tells us things like this that are genuinely, like, helpful. Like, yes, this is vague. It's like, okay, how do I draw out the power with my heart, right? But, like, at least she's giving us, like, I feel like good information.
心を強く持てばアーティファクトもそれに応える。
体じゃなくて心を鍛えろってことか。
そういうことね。ただ
ただ
急激な成長は破滅を招く。あなたたちの校舎を燃やしたあの子のようにね。だからおとなしくしていなさい。焦りから生まれた強さはあなたの身を滅ぼす。素直でよろしい。もっともあなたのアーティファクトは戦うためのものじゃないし、心よりも体を鍛えてムキムキになった方が良さそうね。
それこそ半月じゃ無理だな。
Well, I mean, you gotta start somewhere. Smile ruefully, and Sophie smiles back, I think. She's only showing concern for us as a way to gain our trust. Is she actually egging Yoichi on from the shadows and pushing him to kill people for their artifacts? I have no idea who I should believe.
修行なんかじゃなくてアンブロシアをどう服用させるか、その作戦を練るのがいいでしょうね。
だろうな。そうするよ。
じゃあね。何か進展があったら報告するわ。
あ
Okay. I mean, that conversation kind of told us something, kind of not. soon as the words leave my mouth, the space around Sophie warps and she returns to her world. This conversation didn't do anything to ease my suspicions, but I'm pretty confident the ambrosia Iris gave us is the real deal now. Question is, how are we going to get Yoichi to drink it?
戦わずに飲ませるなんて無理じゃねえか
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, he's probably going to know what you're doing ahead of time, too. Grumbling to myself, I flop onto my bed. For now, I can at least say we made some progress. We can work on a plan tomorrow when we all meet up. Alright, so we're going on to the next day, huh? March the 3rd. Okay, well, I'm going to end the video here. I think this is a good stopping point. I probably ended up recording longer than I was intending to, but I kind of had to split up the video anyways, so it's fine. It works. But anyways, guys, so another good episode. We learned quite a lot. So we learned that Iris is the head of Sephiroth. Okay. That was something I really didn't know. I didn't really know the structure of Sephiroth. Didn't really get confirmation whether Sophie was a part of this more radical one. It's kind of weird that she would tell us that, though, in another branch. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like Sophie's kind of just a neutral party that's just kind of seeing how things go, and she's using that information to achieve her goal, okay? So she's just really gathering information. She's saying, okay, hey, I'm gonna mess with this a little bit maybe, and like get them, I'm gonna push them towards this direction, or I'm just gonna observe them because they're already going that direction, and see how it goes, and use that information to kind of make things better, maybe in other branches or something like that. Not sure, but we'll have to see. It's definitely an interesting twist. It's definitely something I am curious to know, and I've been really enjoying episode 3. I've been kind of talking to you guys about that in the comments, but I'm really enjoying episode 3 more than the other two, like easily. This one's way more interesting, but like I said in the comments, this episode 3 is better because of the first two. The first two made episode 3 what it is. I couldn't just have episode 3 without the first two. I needed all this build up, all this character development, the world building, the story, right? Like the emotions. You need all of that built up to make I'm talking about it like it's a show. Episode 3 what it is. But yeah, enjoying this a lot, and I'll be continuing to play it, and hopefully next episode we'll get some more answers. I'd like to get more information before we have like a big build up. I'm sure we're gonna have a fight or something. We'll have to see. But anyways, guys, take it easy, and I will see you in the next episode.